everyone, we're checking in from the Meteorite Mansion. I have no idea what day it is. Probably Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that.
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's our annual hangout.
Yeah. So we were just hanging out for the last hour or so with some of the knowledgeable ed crew members. And we came outside. We got Jules in the house, and our man Tim cut his first meteorite last night, bought his first meteorite today. So all the camera work is on Tim now.
No way you can shim that.
What's that?
There's no way you can shim that to take that rock out of it back and forth. If you had some shimming material.
Should be glued into like the wood sticks like Julie does.
Well, not everybody does it that way, but it
definitely stabilizes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I cut something yesterday freehand, and it was horrible, just horrible. But I don't freehand cut a lot, so
I don't either. I use my vise and just exactly. Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's handy.
Can't really get a good view because you've got a fan in the way. But... Yep. There we go. That's a better view. We're not even close, I don't think. I think it's going on.
Oh.
There you go.
Come on, baby, please. It's a wedgie wedge or so. Oh my God, it's even worse. You can shave with that fucker.
Looks like it.
Oh my God, I suck at cutting.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it without a vise. Not anything like that. No. It's
so the moral of the story is make sure it's supported.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I have mad respect for the cutters out there who can get slices.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, this side right here is absolutely perfect. With that bug, I'm going to be able to polish this side up. This is the show side. You put the slice in the case and you have a show side. This is obviously the show side. You have that bug, large amounts of metal across the top. After it dries tonight and you zoom in it, you're going to see vesicles everywhere, little porous activity throughout the chondrite.
Mm-hmm.
This is the non-show side, and you still have a bug in there.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Sweetness. Well, this is going to stay a little bit raw tonight because we got the polishing. Oh, we're going to have the polishing pad on here. No, I'm going to leave those rough cut and just go through these.
Want the polisher back on?
Yep.
Hey guys, I'm going to have to call it a night. I'm sorry, but
Good night,
enjoy the hangout.
See
you,
Art.
everyone.
Take care.
Good night, Art.
Good night.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, Sue.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Later, Zerky Turkey.
Well, because we keep on changing grit, and we don't want to change it after each and every side that we do, every face that we do. Well, what we're doing is I'm doing these two sides, this side and this side, down the full polish. And then tomorrow when I come out here, I'll start back at the higher grit and go over these fresh cuts that I just did and start those at the highest, the 180 grit and work down to a polishing pad on them. So just tonight on these stones, I'm going to be completing these 2 cut faces. This one has another cut face, but it's not going to be, it's even rough cut. You can tell. It's nowhere near, you know. I'm not even paying attention to this side at all tonight. That's not what tonight's about. Tonight is about getting the first 2 cut faces down to polished quality. And we have a polishing pad on there. We have our distilled water. I'm ready to go.
I'm waiting for a rock to go flying or something.
You're right in the zone.
I'm in the zone?
Yeah, right there. Yeah, a little lower. Wow, that feels nice. That's polished like a mo. I'm really not into over polishing or overworking my pieces, to be honest with you. I mean, some of them you have to work into shape at the highest grits, I feel. But once you get it pretty worked out, I'm not a big fan of over polishing and stuff. I'm just removing material. And unless you're going for a particular look, there's no need to. Like, that's done. That's Dunzell, Washington. All right, so I'm going to go on this. And I only have one side to do. It's the side with the bug. What's hard is I got to figure out a way to hold this one. So I'm probably going to hold it like this on these 3 corners. And try not to wear too much of that puppy off.
Have you guys noticed that Topher kind of has his own language sometimes?
Yes, we noticed that. In his own style.
Cooper has his own what?
I think there's some things that you kind of want to unlearn, and this may be one of them.
Yeah,
I like the flare. We'll call it the flare.
Oh, you're talking about my dance?
Yeah, your dance. Yeah, the flare.
I'm trying to get the best job I can. There we go.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yep.
I love that little buggy bug.
Oh my.
That's a nice piece.
Yeah.
Just stand.
Yeah. Now that's undone right now. We even have a ledge.
It was funny. When you were showing something off earlier, and I was thinking, what is wrong with Topher's hands? And now I know why. It's all the cutting this week.
Yep.
Your hands usually look very nicely manicured and all clean, and you always take such good care of them. But dang, you've been cutting a lot of rocks, haven't you?
Yeah. They've been wet for a lot of hours. Yeah, that looks really nice. I'm very happy with that.
Yes. That's good.
Dude, it's a dirty
and
job.
Your hands are not only wet, but you might as well be rubbing talc powder all over them when you're playing with
All the dust and everything.
Yes.
All right. So
I definitely learned how to do a good job on the lapping from him. So he taught me last night.
Yeah. So. I don't have much to teach because I'm not that experienced. So I only do the one thing I will tell people is there's 2 methodologies of starting up the lap. Like Jules will put her piece on here and then power up slow RPMs to her full RPMs. So she has it like liquid flat. I'm more of I want the wheel spinning and I'm going to shove my piece on there. But you can't shove it where you're like holding that piece on there. And if you're coming at it at an angle, you're just divoting it. The key is barely hold it. Barely hold the rock. And when you come across it, even if you're at an angle, because you're barely holding it, you're more or less throwing the rock at it in a controlled way, that as soon as the rock is flat on the pad, then you're applying the pressure. So you get a really nice entry point every single time, and you don't have corners that you need to overwork the rest of the piece to root, because you ruin the corner nailing it on the entry. It's the worst thing, right, Jules? When you have a piece and you keep working it and working it. So that's really the main clue I gave, is just like barely hold the piece, throw it at it, and then as soon as it's on there, apply the pressure. Always have high RPMs and always have full water.
I learned that last night because I was putting it I wasn't holding it loose enough, and I was holding it too firm and kept putting a corner on it.
These guys have been giving me a hard time, and I don't care. I'm going to keep on doing it. What's that?
Everybody still wants to see the other piece.
Oh, really?
Everybody wants to see the other piece.
Well, let's do it. Which one do they want next?
Either 1 or 3.
Here,
or 1 or 5.
That was 5.
You're falling now.
Well, here they are.
Because we want to see the veining. If you got any ones with veins in it.
Well,
this one. It was that one.
That one?
Yep.
All right. I'm just gonna rip it down the center, I think. I'm not doing a slice of this one. Yeah, and this one is just like that's. I'm gonna always when you do a saw, I'm gonna cut it across like this. But since this side is flat, that's my entry point. Versus this here being my entry point, I'll get a lot of saw deflection.
Yeah.
So we're gonna turn it around, and that's right here is where the saw is gonna attack. Down there. If I can follow that ridge a little bit, it'd be an extra bonus. But I'm.
Good luck.
Wow.
I almost want to cut this.
Cut a vise?
I almost want to cut it like that.
It'd be more stable if you did.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing, right? Like.
Well, we have the vise, but we don't have all the added pieces to it. It's not plumbed up yet, so.
Solid. Sounds like it is. Oh, there it is. My chunk? Yeah. Pulling it right down.
Boom.
That's nice.
It's a straight cut at least.
Awesome. Lots of metal in that one. Look at it all.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that's freehand. Without a vise.
Yeah. I really was just focused on both of my thumbs equal pressure the whole time. And you know, one thing that I found helps is like, okay, I measure the rock and I know that like right there is when I'm going to be through. Right there is where I'm going to be through the rock. So I'm not going to start holding it back here for the cut, because then I eventually have to work my hands up. So what I like doing is put the rock kind of where it's going to be at the end, holding it, and then moving it back for the cut. That way I can literally just go through the cut with my hand staying here rather than holding it here and being extended out all the way and trying to. But that is beautiful.
Well, it is pretty hard to cut bent over like that too.
It's a good pointer.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
I love
that's
it.
a good cut.
I love it. Like anytime, like what's the best Tsarev to have in your collection?
The one you cut yourself.
Yes.
Beautiful. I'm pretty pumped, man. That's fun.
That is awesome.
By the way, this is really an honest representation of what the Meteorite Mansion is. It's not all, we literally just chillax at night, come out here and cut, take our time, and yeah, I'm having a blast, guys. Like I didn't even know.
Fun at you.
It's usually more people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's half the fun.
Well, yeah, we're towards at the beginning of the week, and but it's nice because it's just nice.
Yeah, it seems peaceful. Yeah, because there were times that it was almost chaotic. There were so many people there.
Yeah, and at maybe not tomorrow, but we've been able to find parking so far. It's still been difficult, but I'm assuming by tomorrow it's going to be really hard to find parking.
Oh boy!
And I got to learn a lot because I don't know much about it.
Yep, Tim's been learning a ton, so.
I can relate to that.
I think you got a good hold on it, though.
Yep.
I know a lot more in the last 4 months than I have the last 4 years. That's for sure.
Remember we were saying at the Hangout on last Wednesday, about like you could find a cool like Semchen slice for $7 a gram that may weigh 102 grams. No. Yeah, the perfect piece. And to be honest with you, it's Adam Aronson, Sahara Overland. Great guy, great product. He lives in Morocco 50% of the time. He's the man.
Beautiful piece.
Beautiful piece. And he was going to pull the trigger on it. And I was like, you know what? That's going to be here tomorrow. Let's see another place. You can come back and get it. You can always call and put them on hold. Exactly what I told you guys. We went and looked around, and he could not find anything at all that was on that level.
No.
He found the one.
And I was bummed yesterday because.
Yeah, he was so deflated because he was like, I should have got it. And we went to the other places, and they didn't have anything that was quite like it. And so, yeah, he was a little deflated, and he got over it today.
Adam Aronson is now selling individual stuff.
Can you say that again?
Aronson is now selling individual stuff. The last 2 years that I set foot in his room, he was only selling kilos of material.
Yep. There was a lot of NWAs that he was selling by the kilo or by the lot. And that's what that was. But then he had the other pieces that the slices that he was selling individually. And then, boy, I've never seen such huge meteorites in my life that are like almost small boulders that
river cobbles. They're so huge.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah. Just beautiful. Oh my gosh.
But he's selling them individually now?
Well, he was going to sell some slices individually. Yeah. He has some slices for sale.
Wow, that's a new wrinkle. That's awesome.
This is the rough cut, the one that had the what do you call it? The leg, the little whatever, the cutting nub. So I just put it on the lap, and because I went down to the 180 again.
It definitely takes it out of it.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
That's where my mistake was yesterday. I put it on the too long.
Now this one is another one that has a little leg on it. See that? Trying to get
See it right by his fingernail.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take that off right now.
Sorry, I'm a bad camera holder. My hand shakes. We'll see him dance here.
I actually did that. I can't believe I did that. I thought for sure I'd drop it and ding.
Well, it would just hit me in the head.
I don't know if I got it all, but that's the scary part. I think there's some right there I didn't get. Let's see here.
That's pretty good.
Oh, maybe I did get it. No.
Pretty much.
Feel it.
Oh, yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
I think that's ready for the next level. So this was supposed to be a slice, right? It's not.
Well, if you wanted to get creative, you could always make it a slice and grind it down.
No.
But I wouldn't. I mean,
I'm not a creative.
Slice, so.
I don't like getting creative with meteorites. But you know what's really good about these Tsarevs, and that's the reason why we have them, we're cutting them right now, is once you go through the energy and the effort and expense of getting to Tucson, you're allowed to buy them for 40 cents a gram. So they're 40 cents a gram. It doesn't take, like, this rock is like a $20 bill. Or I have 2 rocks here now. But you're looking at like 35, 45, 30 bucks, something like that, whatever. And I'm having a blast with these cuts. Yeah, so now you guys know exactly what I paid for them. 40 cents a gram. On my webpage.
I paid 50 cents a gram for mine, just saying.
How much you
But
pay?
my name's not Topher.
All right. I'm just saying, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money to have fun on a saw.
Yep.
Wow. That one's polished. Wow. Yeah, we're having a blast out here. That's a nice little end cut, too. With a vug. I brought some Gal Guineas out. Did you guys want to cut something? I don't want to hog the stuff.
No, it's you got to do it.
Oh. Where's my gal?
It's way fun. I'm loving it.
Are we boring you guys?
If we're boring you, we can try something different.
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm out of moon juice. I'll get you another. Oh, thank you, buddy. Whoa. Feel okay. Come over here in the light for a second. Let me get your opinion. Look at the size comparison of these. Yeah. And try to like compensate for the weight. Feel the weight of that one. Okay. Now, does this feel lighter or heavier than you expect?
Lighter.
Really? I need more moon juice. I thought it was heavier. No, really? So which one do you guys think is more dense? Because I want to cut the more dense one.
Well, I'm just going to guess this one is because, I don't know, that one's got a lot of green in it. Which ones do you guys think?